Okay, so I don't criticize the Conservative Party that often, but unfortunately, that time has come. There have been lots of lies being spread by the Conservative Party that I am not too happy about, that are completely false, and I'm just not happy that those lies are being spread, and you're going to hear what they are in just a second. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the Common Sense Report. So the people on the far, far right have been coming up with all these rumors that are 100% false, basically coming up with this idea that Charlie Kirk never criticized Israel, which is very false, as there are many videos out there of Charlie Kirk on interviews with people like Megyn Kelly and on interviews with many other people criticizing Israel. And so the evidence is there. And so we shouldn't even be having this conversation. But unfortunately, we are, because there are being lies spread, and I want to address those lies. But Charlie Kirk 100% criticized Israel, and the evidence is out there. He criticized Israel himself, and a lot of these videos out there are being deleted off of the internet, probably by the FBI, because they don't want people to know the truth and that Charlie Kirk himself criticized Israel. But the evidence is there, and that is a lie that I wanted to address because it's completely false and very easily fact checkable. So go ahead and take a listen to this clip of Charlie Kirk a few months before he passed away, literally criticizing Israel.
If Bibi Netanyahu, if he does something I don't like, and if I criticize it, am I like a bad Christian?
Absolutely not.
What I find strange is that we're able to criticize the American government sometimes in the Christian world with more freedom than the Israeli government. To be pro-Israel means you believe in the nation of Israel, not necessarily the government of Israel. When Joe Biden was president, you and I we loved America, but we detested our government. And those two things beautifully coexisted.
Yeah, you never once said, "Hey, I'm out on
America."
On
of
America,
course it was the
right?
opposite.
Exactly.
And what they don't want is they don't want to be called bad Christians if they challenge a foreign government, which is what happens so often.
Right.
Like, you're a bad Christian if you have a question about a foreign government.
Right.
That creates backlash that I don't think people understand.
Well, there it is. That's all the evidence I need to give to the people that think that Charlie never criticized Israel, that he absolutely did criticize Israel. Now, let me make this very clear. Hamas started the Israel and Palestine war. Hamas invaded Israel's borders, and so Israel retaliated. Now, Hamas, they literally use humans as human shields by putting important people underground in bunkers or bases underneath buildings that house civilians or children. And so in order for Israel to get those important people and to target them, they have to target children, which is why I think that Israel should just give up or surrender, because there are lots of children dying, and that is not okay. And Hamas is going to continue to use children and people as human shields. And so in order for Israel to actually get the people they're targeting, they're going to have to kill more children, which is not okay. And this war needs to be stopped. Now, according to President Trump, which I'm not sure how true this is or when this is going to happen, Palestine has agreed to a ceasefire deal, or to get this war to an end. I'm not sure what was in the agreement, but that's what President Trump said. Hamas is an evil terrorist organization that has done some very bad things. Now, Israel is trying to take out that terrorist organization, but in the process, they're killing lots of children, which I'm not a huge fan of. And so I just think that Israel needs to surrender, and this war just needs to come to an end, because children and people, innocent people, are dying. So people are always going to deny the fact that Hamas really did start the Israel and Palestine war, even when the facts are right in front of them. But people always do that, and that is just a reality with our country. People will always deny stuff, right, even when the facts are right in front of them. But I just wanted to make this video to make it very clear that Charlie absolutely did criticize Israel. He was not a fan of, towards the end of Charlie's life, he was not happy that Israel was as involved in the U.S. as they are. I'm not very happy at how involved Israel is in the U.S. either. And so Charlie expressed that concern to the public, but for some reason, people are trying to come up with this big lie that Charlie never criticized Israel, which is false, and I have just debunked.